I was born in Baghdad, but I grew up in Nasiriyah, which is in the south.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Cool. And why did you or your family members leave the country?
Because of the war, and it was just discrimination, and it wasn't working out very well.
Yeah.
I almost got kidnapped. My dad almost got kidnapped. We couldn't really go to school, so it was just for.
You guys almost got kidnapped?
Mhm.
You should. What's that story?
Oh well, it was on my birthday, and I was going. We just got back from the doctor, and we were going home because there was a birthday party waiting and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like 3 people just jumped out in front of the car, and they shot the glass like right next to my dad's eye. I don't even know how it didn't hit him in the head. And
You didn't get any shrapnel or anything in his face? Jeez.
told you, like, we didn't. My dad's always like, we didn't die in the war. We're not gonna die here. So
Yeah.
in a tornado or something.
Mm.
Anyways, so then they said that one of the guys grabbed me, and he said we either take the girl or we take the car. And so my dad was like, take the car,
Yeah.
of course. But it was just like a brand new car that he just bought. And so they got in the car. Somebody like threw me on the side of the road, and then they said that when they got in the car and they started driving, they started shooting back at us as they were driving away. And I was just basically like dead. And so
Yeah.
my uncle and my dad were dragging me because we were like running.
Were you like in shock or something? Like
Yeah.
You were just freaked out?
I freaked out.
You were like 8? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we got home, and my mom, we didn't even have a birthday party. Like, you couldn't pick another day.
Aw.
So, and then my dad almost got kidnapped some other time. He was coming home from work, and they tried to grab him, but they couldn't because he was wearing like a leather jacket, and they tore it all up. That's how strong they tried to get him.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
And usually what they do is like they'll take you, and they'll ask for money,
Yeah.
and then they'll ask for more money,
Uh-huh.
and they won't even like return you. They'll just kill you and throw you somewhere.
Jeez.
So they'll just take money without.
Without actually returning you
Yeah.
safe. Yeah. So, let's see. What were the conditions in the country when you left? You kind of talked about that a little, but
Yeah, it was.
what was the cause of the war? Like, why was that going on?
You know, I still have no idea.
Okay.
They say it's because of oil.
Mm.
I don't know.
So was it like the war with America, or was it like war within the country itself?
Yeah, it was. Well, it kind of was with America first, and then it turned into within the country.
Oh, yeah.
But when the Americans first, like, attacked or something,
Mm-hmm.
it was the war in 2003. And they said it was something with oil, but I don't think it's just the oil.
Yeah.
And so, and that's when Saddam Hussein was there too.
Oh, yeah.
And so they ended up killing him.
Yeah.
But, it was just horrible. I mean, it was a war, you know, everybody was dying. But I think America didn't have anything to do with it afterwards. It kind of turned into like a civil war, and everybody just started killing each other.
So, what was that story with your school on your very first day of school?
Oh, yeah, first day of first grade. Yeah, that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
First day of first grade, they put a bomb in our school, or in the back, like, yard of the school.
Yeah.
Me and my cousin were sitting on the desk, and we were so excited. I mean, it's the first day of first grade.
Right, yeah.
And so it ended up going off, and, like, the glass, it all shattered.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to, like, I don't know how she did this, but she, like, grabbed me and we went under the desk.
It's pretty smart for a 5-year-old or 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then the teacher, she had a daughter in that class also, so she took her daughter and herself and went outside and locked the door from the outside. I don't know why you
So
would
not
do
only
that.
did she abandon you, but she kind of trapped you.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
Crazy.
And so one of my older cousins and her friend, they, like, knocked on the door, found out that they couldn't open it, so they ended up going and grabbing a bunch of people, and they just like knocked the door. I don't even know what they did to the door, but it opened.
Yeah.
And so we were just sitting there. She was like, "What are y'all doing? Let's go!"
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we didn't even know what was going on.
Well, yeah, of course.
And so we just kind of left, and it was pretty awful. Like, there was blood and bodies everywhere.
Right.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
And so as we were leaving, there was, like, the American soldiers and their tanks and stuff on one side, and then, like, the Iraqi soldiers.
Right outside of your school.
Yeah, right in front of the door. And so they were, like, coming at each other, and we're like, are you kidding me? How are we supposed to leave?
Yeah.
I don't even know how we survived. We did.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think we ended up, like, sneaking around by the wall and the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like shimmying along the wall.
And we made it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who came with you when you immigrated? Who did you leave behind? What did you leave behind?
Well, my parents, and then my 2 brothers.
They all came with you.
Mm-hmm. My sister wasn't born yet. She's born here. And we left basically everybody else. Like my grandpa, my grandma, my uncles, my other grandparents, my aunts, everybody else. Yeah. We left over there. My dad left his money, his shop, everything. Because here's what happened. We were supposed to, like, go on vacation to Jordan right after he almost got kidnapped.
Oh, yeah.
But we left and never went back.
Oh, yeah.
So we didn't,
on a permanent vacation.
Yeah, so we never really packed everything. He never really, like, sold everything to take the money with him. We just kind of left.
What was your first impression of the United States, and has that changed?
Okay, so my first impression was, no, I'm not going to stay here. I'm not going to do this. I don't know anybody. I don't know any English. No, I prayed every single day for us to go back. I cried when I was trying to go to school. I cried when I came home from school. I cried everywhere. I cried every day. And I was just like, no, we're not staying here. Nobody wanted to stay here except for my dad. He was like, this is where we're going to be. This is where our freedom is. We're not leaving. Women didn't really have rights over there. It was just all about men. Like, women barely went to school. Women didn't even drive. They didn't work. So basically, if some women lost their husbands in the war or something, they had a really, really hard time trying to survive.
Oh, so even if they were widows, they still didn't have any rights?
Yeah, especially with, like, if they have kids or something, they'll just end up selling stuff on the streets, And over there, you just couldn't do certain stuff. Like, a woman can't go out in jeans, You have to wear a long skirt with, like, a long sleeve shirt and stuff.
Have you ever tried to hide your home language, religion, or any aspect of your family's culture from your friends, coworkers, or classmates? Why would you do that? If so, why would you do
that? I guess I did before, just because it was, like, I felt weird or, like, uncomfortable talking to them about some things because I thought they'd always not understand.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're American. And I used to be made fun of because I wouldn't, like, blend in with everybody else. I'd just sit there and be by myself. And so they would, like we were talking about earlier, they would make fun of me all the time because I didn't know how to speak the language or because I was, like, weird looking. Apparently I didn't know how to dress when I first came here.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of left our whole life back there and just, like, came to a whole new place, a whole new people, language, like, everything.
Do you have any foods, habits, or rituals that are specific to your culture?
Yes. We have a lot of food, actually. Like, we still eat burgers and steaks and all American food and stuff, but we have, like, certain foods and that everybody loves. Like, all of my American friends are like, can we come over? Your mom cooks for us. My baby sister right now, she knows Arabic and English.
Oh, that's great.
And she's born here, but, since we speak Arabic at home, then she started speaking Arabic too, because we were speaking to her in Arabic. But then when she started like watching TV and stuff and hanging out with my brothers, which they mostly speak English,
Yeah.
then she started picking up on English too. So I think it's really cool to have both of them,
Yeah.
or just like a foundation of Arabic. She doesn't have to know everything. It's Arabic, but it's like Iraqian Arabic,
Oh yeah.
and we try to speak that at home most of the time. But it's getting harder now that I speak mostly English.
Oh yeah.
It's getting harder for Arabic to keep up with it.
Mhm.
But for me, I know how to read and write also.
In Arabic or in English?
In Arabic. But my brothers, they didn't go to school over there, so they don't know how to do that. They don't only know how to speak it. Right now, my parents are, you gotta stick with your culture, marry someone inside your culture, from your religion, this and this. But it's really hard living here and being like split between two cultures, you know, where your parents want you to be in their, you know, and then, but you live in America with all the Americans and stuff.
Right.
You know, so it's really like hard. And my
So
dad,
they kind of see things from the old way.
yeah, and they left a lot of things. Like they're not as strict anymore as they were before. And but see, like we're not really allowed to like date unless it's from your religion, from your culture.
And what's your religion?
Well, it's called Mandayan, and it's only a religion only in Iraq and Iran. But it's a tiny group, and most of them got killed because they were so discriminated against.
Oh yeah.
Because Iraq, and most of the Middle East is mostly Islam. And so everybody that was not, you know.
So y'all faced discrimination for that too.
Yes, and so that was one of the reasons we left also. So it's really hard because now it's tiny group.
So
here
it's like you only
too.
have a few options.
Yeah, it's really hard to like balance between the two cultures, and so, you know, honestly, I don't know about my kids. I guess we'll just see how it works.
I mean, I guess it kind of depends on who you end up with.
Yeah,
and
and
you're gonna believe for your kids.
I'm pretty sure my parents are not going to let me marry outside of